Is this not why you are here?
I address you tonight as a citizen of humanity. We are faced with a very grievous challenge.
Back to Live from the Plantation, everybody. I'm Spartacus 2.0, and with me, as usual, upstairs across the gallery on his prison phone is Lucifer 777. Today, Seven and I are going to be discussing plantation life. Life on the plantation, what it's like here, here in the grit. Got any ideas how we're going to do this, Seven? What do you think we should do?
Just tell them about our daily routine, Really what it is in the title, Life on the Plantation, right? Because we live. Can we come live from this motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
We got to let them know.
I'm surprised we haven't done this earlier because, there's tons of misconceptions about what prison life is like. All the documentaries that you see on TV, all the movies, TV shows were always depicted as these rotten motherfuckers that are just sitting around being lazy, plotting our next crime.
Right.
So yeah, I like your idea. You're saying we should just lay out our day, like a day in the life here.
Definitely.
All right,
Every
you want to go first? Want to go first?
I'll go
want
first,
me to go
man.
first? How you want to do it?
Yeah.
You go first? All right, roll out.
Let
Let's
me
hear it.
go. Let me go first. All right, so Day in the Life of the Plantation for Quran. That's my real name for people that don't know. That's how you pronounce my real name. I wake up at 4:30, right? Get my day started. I make salat, which is a form of prayer. I'm a Muslim. After that, I do 20 minutes of meditation. I go, me and Jerry and I are dog programmers, right? I got a golden, so they know that it's like badass kids. You hear me? Can't hear me at all?
I can hear you, but you got to speak a little louder because you're fading in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes his phone be messing like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let me start over. That's all. If any of you guys got Goldens, y'all know that they like little badass kids. They get into everything and stuff like that, so you got to put a lot of work in with them. A lot of work in. So I do more training with this dog. A golden.
What's a golden?
A golden retriever. Everybody know a golden retriever.
Good.
A golden retriever's little bad motherfuckers always panting and shit like that. Yeah, They should know what a golden is. That's the only thing that's got golden in the description as a dog. So after that, I chill with the fellas and stuff like that. I'm a bit of a nerd, so I play Pathfinder, which is a board, like a role-playing game. It's similar to D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, if y'all familiar with that. And I go work out at 9. I have to work out. Either I'm punching the bag or working on my footwork or just calisthenics, weight pit action and stuff like that. I got to keep my mind and my body right. Just groom in the afternoon at 12:30. It's afternoon now. I told y'all I'm an aspiring musician. I write music and stuff like that. I'm learning how to play the acoustic guitar. And I spend a lot of time there. It's kind of like my favorite, so to speak. Then I get to going on messing with people throughout in a unit. I always mess with people like Kato, or I just bother people who's like practical jokes and tricking people and stuff like that, just to keep myself entertained. Try to keep myself entertained as much as possible. Like the training the dog. I was just kicking it with the fellas, watching the game. I'm a big sports. Jerry and I know that, man. We always been in sports and stuff.
Ain't
I
no
was
doubt.
keeping up with the latest trades. I was keeping up with the latest trades. Can't wait till fantasy football start. And
Which we will be doing our. Hey, don't forget. while you mention that, don't forget we will next season we will be putting our fantasy picks out there every week.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Fantasy
We gotta
football,
know.
baby.
We gotta know what we believe. Yeah, man. And we got all day. I think we better analysts and researchers and statistics than the guys that actually get paid to do it. Here all
For
day.
sure.
Most definitely. And then I end my day after I got through messing with people and stuff like that, to strengthening myself threefold. I end my night with another prayer. I make Salat again, which is Isha. I make Salat again. Do meditation again. Not to mention the times that I've got on the phone to talk to my family and stuff like that, because I got to mention that. Then, I wake up and start all over again. It's pretty, it's pretty repetitive. You know, bro? Somebody riding out right now, right? And I want to give a shout out to my guy Jamal X, man. And I know, man, he's just telling me right now that he really wanted to participate in live from the plantation. This is really like a brotherhood, man. And everybody wanted to
But
participate.
don't worry, hey, he still can. He still can just wherever he lands. You know?
Oh yeah, I got to keep in touch with him too.
For the record, a ride out is a transfer. That means he's transferring to another prison.
Yeah, it's a brother of mine. Definitely, man. Well, that's it for me, man. I would like to know what you. I know you got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know you got a lot of stuff you be doing, man.
You know I'm organized.
Many things, the jacket, many trades. You know, I already know what you.
My fucking day is full. All right. Okay, let me look. Jamal X is down here now. He's down here around me. He's just floating around everywhere. All right, so this is how it goes for me. I wake up, then I pray, then I watch CNBC. You know, the stock channel. I try to keep up on all the stock picks. You know, I like trading stocks. So like try to keep up with all the shit that's going on. Then I roll my ass out of bed after I've laid in bed for a while doing that. I've learned don't just roll straight from bed. When I was young, I would do that, and you roll out into prison straight from bed, and boy, that's like half the fights I've ever been in. We're in that moment.
Yeah.
Well,
you ain't ready yet.
Ain't ready yet. You gotta, mentally prepare yourself for this shit. So, I get out of bed, I go do my morning business, brush my teeth, use the toilet, do all that stuff. And then I dog train. After that, I do a session of dog training. Like Seven said, we're both dog trainers. My dog right now is a yellow Labrador Retriever named Marley. Cool little bastard. Hard-headed. Marley. Let's shout out to Marley. After that, then on days like today's podcast. So right now we're doing the we're recording the podcast. And after the podcast is done, head outside, work out. I do all kinds of different workouts. Each day is something different. There's always cardiovascular, then strength training, then some weights. After I do the workout, then I do a little bit of yoga, and I do meditation. Head on in. Get in, I take me a shower. I know you're thinking, why is he telling us this? I'm every day is the same, so I've done it a million times.
Every day.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then at 11:30. Yeah, every day it's like Groundhog Day. 11:30.
Yeah,
11:30 is count time. That's where we have to go into our cells. We have to get on our bunks. There's 2 people in each cell, and we got to wait for the cop to come around and literally count us. That's how they make sure everyone's here. While I'm in there, I watch some more CNBC. I watch some more, I watch the stock ticker some more, or I do some studying or whatever. When I'm locked in there for them counts, I'm doing something productive. After that, after count clears, I roll out to lunch and I eat whatever great plop they have. Everything is great plop, no matter what they got fancy names for that shit, chicken a la king and all kinds of other shit, but it's all great plop. After lunch, I write all afternoon. Writing, I could be writing fiction, nonfiction, poetry, whatever, but I'm going to write the entire afternoon. all the way till 4 o'clock count. You know, and I might get up, go get coffee, come out, talk a little shit as I take a break 'cause my neck hurts. 'Cause I'm sitting at this tiny little ass fucking desk and I'm crammed in there. But that is my writing time.
So what you write on though? Like for people that don't know, what do you write on? Like how do you
Okay, like fiction.
putting it out there?
Fiction. Well, it'd be easier to go to. You want to see some of my fiction? Go to Wattpad.com, J.A. Metcalf Jr. and you'll see some of my fiction. If you would like to read some of my nonfiction, just go to Amazon, and I got a bunch of different books on there. Or you can just Google my name, and all kinds of articles and essays and all kinds of shit will pop up. Google Jerry Metcalf.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, yeah, just do that. It's going to give you all kinds of options. So, where was that? Count time? Oh, yeah, count time. 4 o'clock count time. Once again, we're blocked back down so they can come count us again. While I'm there, I watch the closing bell. That's the end of the stock market. Also study, read, do something. After that, it's dinner. After dinner, usually more dog training. After the dog training, then I'm going to do something, creative. I like to paint. I paint abstract art. There's There's tons of places you can go see my art too. Let me see. Art Pal, Redbubble, Etsy, Society 6. Shit, my Facebook page, Jerry A. Metcalf Jr. We're turning this into a fucking commercial.
No, that's what it's supposed to be, though. That's supposed to put your shit out there, brother.
Yeah. For sure, I'm supposed to hustle. I get it. And so I paint. If I'm not painting, I'm reading, watching TV, doing something that I enjoy, for a little bit of time. After that, I climb into bed with my tablet and I do some editing. I edit the writing that I did early in the afternoon. I'll spend 2 or 3 hours doing that. Then I stretch and pray, meditate. I hit the motherfucking bed. Now I also volunteer for suicide watches, so I'm on call for that.
Yeah.
And I do several of those a month, and I get called at any time during the day, and I gotta go over there and do a suicide watch. I do them for like 3 hours at a time. So then drop in at any time. Gina say I had 1 minute left. I think.
Thank you for using GTL.
All right. So where was I before Gina cut me off? Was I suicide watches, right?
Yeah, suicide watches. Yeah.
Right. Yep. So I'm on call to do suicide watches. The way that works is, the phone in the unit will ring. They'll call my name and they'll come down and get me, and they'll be like, Metcalf, you gotta roll over to the segregation. That's the hole. I go over there and I'll sit for 3 or 4 hours and I'll talk to the person that's depressed or having mental health issues, and I'll sit there. I do several of them a month. Sometimes some months, like around the holidays, are really busy. Like I was over there, I think 20 sometimes, 30 sometimes.
Yeah, they're there every day. In the month of December? They're there every day.
2 times a day. Yeah, I was over there 2 times a day, I think, for 20 some days or something. So yeah, that can eat up a lot of time. And but Seven and I, we tell you guys all this because we want you to understand. We're not just in here plotting our next crimes. Most men in here aren't just sitting around. Sure, some do. That's the minority. That's a very small number. Most men in prison crave rehabilitation. They crave. Yeah, they want to be accepted. They want to be part of society, and they know to do that they got to get better. I mean, can you think of another way of saying this? Am I saying this right? Is it coming out right?
No, you're really saying it. You're really conveying it right as you should, right? And it's like we're not even. They don't like I'm gonna reiterate this, and we've said it and discussed it before. They don't offer rehabilitative programs for us and stuff like that unless you're at your earliest release date, your ERD, right? So Jerry and I and the brotherhood, the community that we have around here, we try to come up with different curriculums such as Spanish class that we hold, writing classes that we hold.
Yep.
You know,
I'm glad you mentioned
'cause
that.
I done missed a whole bunch of stuff myself.
Yeah, those are in our days too when we have the classes, because we're not having them right this moment. We forgot about that. You're right. We run all kinds of different classes for each other. Well,
Yeah,
that's a good one. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I missed a whole bunch of stuff too out of my days, you know. So I had to really like put that in there too, because there's so much stuff that's going on. We only have 24 hours in the day, right? And in retrospect, you would think that 24 hours is enough, right? But it's not. And you would think that we have enough time on our hands just sitting around. You think that we're sitting around, but we're not. We're really trying to strive for greatness, right?
Right. That's like all the friends I get that email me. They email me all the time, like, and they'll often, when new friends, they'll often say, "Well, what do you mean you don't have time? You're in prison. What the fuck does that have to do with it?"
Right. If anything, yeah, we working on ourselves. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's really like taxing.
Yeah. I mean,
Definitely.
but that comes from that.
We have no distractions.
Yeah, everyone thinks we're just laying around in here doing nothing. Speaking of new friends, we have to do a podcast on different ways how we get new, like the Write a Prisoner things. We need to do a podcast on those pen pal sites, because boy, I mean, sometimes you end up with some really good friends, right?
Yeah. Sometimes they just be a little crazy.
Sometimes you end up with some stalking ass maniacs.
Yeah, for sure. I try to stay off those type of things, man. It's pretty toxic.
Yeah, I go through cycles, you know. When I'm feeling lonely or whatever, I go get a bunch of friends and I'll hang out with them for a while.
But they want to hang out for sure.
Yeah, you know, we all want to be accepted. We all want to be, you know, cared about.
Most definitely. Like that adulation.
Yeah. So,
yeah, man. So what do you, like? I know myself. I missed a lot of stuff out my day. I have a mission that I'm an aspiring artist as well, right? And me and you, we already know we collabed on a few things, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is, right? When you run out of stuff right here, you can't just go out, and obviously you just can't go out and just buy these things and stuff like that, right? You have to put it in disbursement.
You're talking about art supplies.
And stuff.
Talking about like
art supplies, you know?
Supplies. Yeah.
You run out of art supplies and stuff like that, you know. So that puts like a little hole, right? Your creative abilities is a little stagnated once you gotta, you know, rely on somebody else to go get your product and supplies and stuff like that, you know. So I'm waiting. I'm in the process of waiting on that right now. You just got yours, and this guy over there is just so like I don't know what's wrong with Glitty, man.
Well, you know the government still uses, like he said, a disbursement. So what that means is it's like it's a piece of paper. You have to fill out. They're still using fucking paper in here. So we fill out a form. We write down all the things we want to buy. Then we have to turn it into our counselor. Now you think counselor, this must be someone who counsels us. No, his only job is to handle our paperwork.
Right, that's all he is.
Right. If they did away with paperwork, all this useless paperwork, they could do away with those jobs, hundreds of them. I mean, I don't understand. We have tablets. We go to the store on a computer. We go to our commissary on a computer.
On the kiosk.
Everything should be. I should be able to go up to that kiosk and say, I need new paints. Bam, paint. Canvas, and it all shows up. But it doesn't.
It shows up.
So, like Seven said, some things are not, like he hasn't been doing any art. That's why he missed it, because he's waiting for his art supplies to arrive. Just getting them the form that he has to fill out to spend the money, that takes about 4 weeks. It takes 4 weeks because it's going to go through about 15 people's hands. It gets stamped 9 times, get 8 different signatures on it. It's all a way to blow taxpayer dollars.
Right. And then you have to wait. Then once all that happens and stuff like that, then you have to wait another at least about 2 to 3 weeks to try to get it in, because it gets shipped from wherever, I don't know wherever they're here, and then they have to go up there and grab it, and then they have to put you on call out and stuff like that. So it's just
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a whole bunch of chaos.
It ain't like
it's chaos.
Yeah,
It's just chaos.
yeah, it ain't like driving down to the local art bin or whatever the hell they go to nowadays.
Right. Most definitely. And going, I wish I had that luxury.
Okay. Boy, you ain't kidding. I can't wait till I can just lay giant canvases out on the floor and do my paintings right on the floor of my own barn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God,
a barn.
It's gonna be. Yeah, barn. I'm gonna have a big ass pole barn on my property that I do my art do whatever in. All kinds of shit in. Yeah.
Most definitely. When I heard barn, I just thought about just like a farm.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, shit. It's gonna be like a farm. I'm gonna have chickens and all kinds of shit. Goats, maybe. I don't know.
That's
chickens,
the way to go.
Sure. Chickens.
That's
dogs.
The way to go, bro. Chickens and bees. You have a bee. You have a be a beekeeper.
Bees, yeah. Beehive.
Bees,
for sure.
Bro. That's the way to go, bro. That's the way to go. Hey, listen, right? Hey, fun fact, right? I don't remember, right? I don't remember what exactly this the age of extinction of humans is going to be, but you know that the thing that's going to wipe out all human civilization is bees.
No bees.
Like
no
bees
pollination.
alive. No pollination. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what they'll do then? Then they'll just take all the convicts all the slaves off the plantation. They'll have you out there with little brushes and pollen. They'll have us out in the field pollinating
going to every flower,
pollinating the bean flowers and shit.
Going to every flower.
We'll be all chained together.
Man, that's crazy. Just imagine that, Judge. It's gonna be Mad Max.
You don't think they'll do that? That's exactly.
Yeah,
what
man. I think they'll do anything. Yeah.
We got to be the fuck out of prison by the time that hits.
Be long gone. Speaking of it, I've been working on my 6500, man. Going home at least by about the end of this year and next year, man.
Working on my 6500 is.
Yeah. For those of y'all who don't know what a 6500 is, it's a motion, and this specific motion is a motion for new trial or a motion to modify judgment, right? And normally guys in here and stuff like that, because they want to fill up the joints in the prison system and stuff like that, they really put innocent people in here, right? They put innocent people in here. You might be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You might just be sitting around and witness something, and they can't get this guy, so who else got to take the downfall, you know?
Oh, for sure.
These,
about wins.
Yeah,
it ain't about
so
justice.
I'm fighting. No, it's definitely not about justice. I don't know. If somebody just went home. Dancler Bay just went home. He was innocent. He'd been here for 16. He'd been here since he was 16. He'd been did it 39 years and stuff like that. And he just went home. He just went home after doing 39 years.
39 fucking years. From the time he was 16.
Yeah. 16. Yeah, 39 years innocent. And do not a thing. But yeah, so I've been working on mine and trying to, really reclaim my innocence, because after being convicted of, I'm here for murder, right? After being convicted of a murder, they automatically think you're guilty of it, right? And I didn't do nothing. I just sat around. Just sat around looking. You automatically the principal. You're automatically the person that did it. They charge you as you pulled the trigger, actually pulled the trigger.
Yeah, that's the way they operate.
Fighting.
Charge everyone the same. Man. There could be 10 people there, and all of a sudden they're all the killers. When one person.
Most definitely. But I can't get mad about it and stuff like that, because like you already know, I don't have no regrets. And if it wasn't this, it would be something that I actually did. So I don't know. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it. Most definitely, man. I can't harbor nothing. Like most guys, when I go home, they tell me I should sue them, but I'm like, nah. I just want to go home, man. My freedom is valuable enough.
Wow. Tina's telling us we're out of time again. What do you think?
Man.
I think come to the end of
we
this
should wrap it up, man.
episode. All right.
Yeah, we should
what
wrap
do we
it
do
up,
here
man.
live from the plantation?
We break the chains, literally.
Break the motherfucking chains. Mental chains, physical chains. Fuck it. Oh,
whatever
actual
it is.
Physical chain. Whatever.
For real. Why you playing? Shit.
Yeah.
All right,
man. Take us out.
So, all right. Thanks for tuning in to XD3 The Red Zone, live from the plantation. I told y'all, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Flat out. Tune in. Y'all family now, man. Y'all family. Come on.